all serums would be your workhorses of the routine. Like this is the item that contains always the highest concentration of active ingredients. And that's the one that's going to drive the most change in your skin. When you layer your serums, you want to always go from thinnest to thickest. And what they found is the blue light degrades collagen and even causes hyperpigmentation. So you can get sunspots and age spots, not from the sun, no longer just from the sun, but also from blue light. Welcome to today's episode. I'm your host, Anastasia Driver. We're diving into the cutting-edge science of skin longevity. This episode is about more than just looking youthful. It's about understanding how your skin ages, what you can do to reverse or slow those changes, and how targeted skincare protocols powered by science can reprogram your skin to behave and look younger. We'll cover how aging shows up in your skin at a cellular level, the most effective ingredients that tackle those mechanisms, and how to build a highly personalized, science-backed skincare routine using Young Goose advanced formulations. So this is the very first time I record by myself without a mitai. And this is a highly requested episode where I'm going to be breaking down how to build the routine from Young Goose products. So I hope it will be very useful for you. I first want to talk a little bit about the biology of skin aging. So skin aging isn't just superficial. At its core, it reflects 12 hallmarks of cellular aging, including mitochondrial dysfunction, reduced NAD+ levels, increased senescent cells, oxidative stress, and impaired protein homeostasis. These hallmarks drive common concerns like fine lines, wrinkles, hyperpigmentation, loss of elasticity, and pH dysfunction. Importantly, because skin is accessible, we can intervene early and effectively using topically delivered bioactive compounds. So there are core ingredients that reverse skin aging, and not surprisingly, these are the ingredients that we structure our formulas around. There are two innovations that we brought to market. The very first innovation that did not exist until we launched Young Goose is topical NAD+ precursors, namely NMN and NR. So these restore cellular energy, boost DNA repair, and activate longevity genes such as sirtuins. There are other ones as well. The second innovation that we brought to market, and we're still the first and the only skincare company to offer that, it's topical Spermidine, which induces autophagy, clearing up cellular debris and preserving youthful function. Other ingredients that we find extremely supportive of the first two I named, and individually pretty powerful as well, will be GHK-Cu peptides. Those stimulate collagen, accelerate healing, and reduce inflammation. And photosomes, which are light-activated enzymes that repair UV-induced DNA damage, which is ideal for use with red and near-infrared light, which is the hero ingredient in our most recent product called Ladder. Also, I don't want to miss mentioning THD ascorbate or MAP vitamin C. These two forms are stable, penetrating antioxidants that brighten, boost collagen, and protect. So all of these ingredients aren't just buzzwords. They're bioactives with robust clinical evidence. Now, let's talk a little bit about the built-in daily protocol. So when we exhibit at in-person events or when I check into customer service emails or DMs on Instagram, this is probably the most number one asked question, like help me build daily protocol. And the way I look at it, there are some non-negotiables and there is some room for personalization. So obviously, maybe I shouldn't say obviously, but anyways, any routine, any skincare routine should start with the cleansing step. So we as a brand opted for not making multiple face washes. We actually really took our time developing our adaptogenic cleanser. And for us, It just is the only one anyone would need. So we typically formulate for mature skin. This type of skin is already thinning. This type of skin is drier. This type of skin is much more sensitive. Even like, rosacea prone skin, or I think it might be a surprise for someone, but even acne prone skin. So a lot of the times, for women with at the perimenopause or menopause experience adult acne. So this is the type of skin that we keep in mind and formulate for. And so therefore all of our products is suitable for all of these concerns that I mentioned. And our cleanser, the Adaptogenic Cleanser, it's a very gentle face wash. It's built on chamomile essence and ginger oil, so it's very anti-inflammatory. It helps you purify your skin without stripping it from its natural oils, while boosting NAD+ through the apigenin that is contained in the chamomile essence. After you have set, the routine, you have like your skin as a clean slate. This is the time for treatment. And then if you could only do one serum, I would recommend our Youth Reset for everyone. This is your daily longevity serum. It's sort of a kitchen sink of all of the active ingredients I mentioned before. So NAD+ precursors, Spermidine, GHK-Cu. It has MAP, vitamin C. So it really has all of it's kind of your skin longevity supplement. And so that's a serum that's called Youth Reset. In general, all serums will be, like of any skincare company, would be your workhorses of the routine. Like this is the item that contains always the highest concentration of active ingredients. And that's the one that's going to drive the most change in your skin. And so for anyone on the budget that maybe can't invest in every single product from our full routine, if you could do just one product, consider Youth Reset. That's the one that I mentioned will have the highest percentage concentration of all the active ingredients. Then after the treatment step, you want to go into moisturizing step. And then we have a eye cream, our moisturizer for the eyes. And then we have a facial cream called Youth Daily. So the eye cream will have similar ingredients to the moisturizer for the face, but because the skin around the eyes is thinner, it will have, the active ingredients will have lower molecular weight, smaller size, specifically formulated for thinner skin around the eyes and to support its challenges. Whereas our facial moisturizer is for your facial skin. So Youth Daily has NAD boosters, copper peptides for daily repair and resilience. It's a really nice texture. I think it's hydrating. It's quite rich, but at the same time, it doesn't leave you greasy and overly oily. And it will have similar ingredients to Youth Reset. However, Youth Reset is water soluble. So when you layer your serums, you want to always go from thinnest to thickest. And Youth Daily is a lipid soluble. So they actually sit in different layers of the skin. And that's how you can get the most advantage of these active ingredients we talked about. Then you always want to protect. So I hope this comes as no surprise that the next step will be the BioShield SPF 40. So this is your choice for mineral sun protection plus antioxidant defense. As you might know, but I think it's worth repeating, the BioShield SPF 40 doesn't protect only from the sun. It actually protects from all environmental aggressors. So what else does our skin have to, defend itself from besides the sun's rays? Well, the obvious one is the blue light, right? So sometimes even indoors, we're just constantly bombarded with the blue light coming off of our screens, computer screens, phones. And in 2022, a longitudinal study was posted where with a quite large cohort of participants. And what they found is the blue light degrades collagen and even causes hyperpigmentation. So you can get sunspots and age spots not from the sun, no longer just from the sun, but also from blue light. So it's very important to protect your skin from it. So the Bioshield SPF40 protects from blue light as well. Also, the EMFs, we often think about EMFs' effect on brain health, which is obviously very important and quite huge. But also EMF disrupt natural antioxidant system that we have to protect all of our body, including our skin. So we have ingredients here that defend from that, such as ectoin. And besides EMF, blue light, sunlight, there's also pollution. So pollution, nowadays you have pollution indoors and outdoors. So we have here lipochromin 6 in our Bioshield SPF40 sunscreen. And it protects from free radicals of oxygen, nitrogen, and carbon. So not just from the free radicals of oxygen. So therefore, you have really unique product that defends your skin from all what your skin is bombarded with from the outside. So these will be my non-negotiables. So the adaptogenic cleanser, the Youth Reset Serum, the Youth Daily Moisturizer, the Bioshield SPF40. If you can also include the eye care for your face, for your eyes, that would be that as well. So this is something to really help you maintain and protect your skin. So consistency is key. Think of this as your skin's workout plus recovery protocol. Now, we can also customize your routine by indication. So if you have hyperpigmentation, you should consider adding bioretinol at night. Ideally every night. You might need to work up to it to build your tolerance. So some of the things that can help with that would be either sandwich technique. So you apply the layer of Youth Daily Moisturizer, then the layer of bioretinol, then another layer of Youth Daily, and that helps mitigate that effect where your skin will peel a lot and still help build tolerance. Or you can also start by introducing the retinol. Like the first week, you'll do it twice a week. The next week, you'll do it 3 times a week, like every other night, until you can do it nightly. With retinol, it's out of your system within 24 hours. So the best retinol will be the one that you can use nightly. So you have the kind of like the pedal on the gas for collagen synthesis. Another product that is really helpful for hyperpigmentation will be our nail polish, which you could use once a week, bi-weekly, or some people can use it twice a week. It really depends on your goals and your skin's sensitivity. So personally, I have very sensitive skin, and for me, what works the best is like most of the year, I use nail polish once a week. Sometimes if I'm like during my luteal phase or menstrual phase of my cycle, when the skin is extra sensitive, I might skip it, and so it will become like I use it bi-weekly. However, in the summer, your skin is accumulate a lot more like kind of oil and grease, and has much more chance of developing blackheads, whiteheads, kind of have your pores get clogged up much easier than during the winter months. So during summer, sometimes I can even use it twice a week. Again, I have very, very sensitive skin. So we all really need to play with this product and adjust. But this exfoliant is dual action. So it has chemical exfoliation from pomegranate enzymes. And it also has physical exfoliation from tiny, tiny particles of coconut shell that has that scrubbiness to it. So I really love it. I hope you're going to love it as well. But since it does have this dual action exfoliating, it really helps first of all, clear out your pores really well, but also brighten existing hyperpigmentation, both with retinol and with nail polish. It's just really important to use sunscreen daily because you make your skin slightly more photosensitive. With any exfoliant, since you remove the dead layer of the skin, the younger skin is much more gentle, much more photosensitive, and with retinol, it makes your skin more photosensitive. The retinol makes your skin more photosensitive as well. So keep that in mind. Then if you have acne or oily skin, you could consider adding ProCare to your regimen. So I hope you remember that we have the non-negotiables, right? And now the products I discussed, it's like you can add it to your regimen if you have additional concerns besides just maintaining your skin and improving it in terms of anti-aging. So for acne and oily skin, the best product would be ProCare. It has lilac cell culture, and that really helps mitigate acne. It's very antimicrobial, antibacterial, anti-inflammatory. It also has the THC ascorbate that helps brighten the skin as well as also helps balance the oils. And it also has two different types of algae extract that offer senolytic support. Another product that's amazing for oily or acne-prone skin will be actually Ladder. So our newest product, that's the one that will help to reduce breakouts, especially when you use it with red light therapy. So you could use Ladder just with the sunlight. It's activated by like any UV light. Best would be to use it during sunset or sunrise because that's when you get the red light naturally. If you have the red light therapy device, that's even better because then you can get control portion of the red light therapy and have like much more chance of achieving impressive results. If you want to learn more about Ladder, we have a whole podcast episode on it where we do deep dive, and there you can learn about every single ingredient that contributes to this product being very suitable for acne, oily skin, but also supporting overall your skin longevity. Moving on. If you have concerns of rosacea or sensitivity, the best product to add to your routine will be Biobarrier and or Amplifying Essence. So they both strengthen skin's defense. And if you have rosacea and sensitivity, you should try to avoid exfoliants and retinol. It's important for me to mention that as well. So with Biobarrier, it's based on biomimetic lipids. These are the types of lipids like glycolipids and phospholipids that are identical to your skin barrier, to the makeup of your skin barrier. So when you apply Biobarrier, the lipids literally like fill up the existing holes and then like helping you to mitigate leaky skin. And the skin barrier is kind of the foundation of skin health. So a lot of the times if let's say a client starting out with our skincare and feels like, oh, this, my skin kind of reacts to the product, so it might be getting like more red or more sensitive. Is this normal? It usually actually an indication of compromised skin barrier because all of our formulas have the highest concentration of active ingredients, like market standard wise, right? So let's say a lot of companies can say, oh, we have GHK-Cu, but they will have less than 3%. They might even have 0.5%. And so we always give the highest dose of active ingredients that is supported with data for results. But that also means that your skin needs to be ready to receive all these actives. So anyone could benefit from using Biobarrier to improve your skin barrier function. And then you would always, first of all, protect your skin from, like the barrier function of the skin is obviously the most important one. right? It helps not to let things in and not to, for like water not to escape. So the transepidermal water loss happens when your skin barrier is compromised. So the BioBarrier would be a great product to mitigate that. Another product to consider is our Amplifying Essence. So it's Amplifying Essence Routine Enhancer. As the name suggests, it amplifies the results and enhances the routine. This product has, first of all, ingredients that support skin microbiome, which is also very important and a big component of skin health that's kind of overlooked by most. And it also has NAD precursors. It has the actoin. So actoin, this molecule, we also have it in our BioShield SPF 40. That's the molecule that actually has the highest carryover hydration for your skin. So when you use this product, up to 5 days later, you still benefit from applying this product. So even though you applied it 5 days ago, for example, you have that carryover hydration. So it's a lot more hydrating than, let's say, hyaluronic acid. It also has oxygenation complex. So it actually helps your skin utilize oxygen better, which your skin stops being able to get as much oxygen as it's used to from the environment. And with declining oxygen consumption, there's a lot of issues, and the skin as an organ doesn't function as well. So this is an important function of this product. And also by helping your skin utilize oxygen better and oxygenating the tissue, it helps all the other products apply it better. So Amplifying Essence usually goes right after the cleanser. It's actually like a pre-serum step. And then you benefit more from any other serum that you have. Anyone could benefit from this product. Me, somebody with very sensitive skin, I use it religiously morning and night, and it made a huge difference for my skin. But especially people with rosacea sensitivity would see a big difference, or anyone that has drier skin, and anyone that maybe used our products, let's say, and feel like they need more hydration, they could opt either for BioBarrier, the serum, or for Amplifying Essence, or for both, because they're in different steps of the routine, but they would really help you improve skin hydration and mitigate some of the sensitivity and rosacea. Now, I would like to also let you know that we make some professional products. So if you want to address mature aging skin, you could consider trying our copper peptide peels. That you can also only try with a professional that retails our products and have like an esthetician that has a license. But that really helps kind of resetting your skin and turn on some of the repair and rejuvenation processes. And it will help your skin peel, but in a very gentle way. It's a lunchtime peel, so you won't experience like really, really heavy peeling. This is like layering your supplements based on your goals and biofeedback. Before I go into talk more about professional products, I would love to highlight our Hyperbaric mask. So it's kind of a product that doesn't need an introduction, especially if you are already familiar with our brand and you have been listening to our podcast for a while. Maybe you heard us mention this product, but for some of you who are new, let me introduce you to the Hyperbaric mask, which is really a cult product for us. This product emulates skin-specific effects of hyperbaric chamber therapy. So it actually was created for one of our partners that has huge hyperbaric chamber facility. And what they wanted is a product that goes really well with it to apply on the skin when you go into the chamber. And from that product, this is a new evolution. This is a V2, where it doesn't just support hyperbaric chamber, it also mimics skin-specific effects of hyperbaric chamber therapy. So when you're in hyperbaric chamber therapy, one of the prominent pathways that are being activated is NRF2 pathway, which is your body's detoxifying system pathway. So in our product, we have meringue, which helps turn on this pathway specifically in your skin. So it's not going to be a whole body effect. When you use this product, it's not like you are in the chamber for your whole body, but it is like you're in a chamber for your skin, which is pretty cutting edge. We also have here ingredients that help turn on AMPK pathway, which is a pathway that helps you to produce more ATP ultimately. Then we have also when you go through hyperbaric chamber, you turn on collagen production. So we have a pro-collagen peptides here. So it really is like, so the result of this product is that when you apply it at night, you sleep with it. It's a leave-on mask. And when you wake up, it's like your skin is tighter, it's much more glowing, it's much more hydrated. That's the effect also often that you can see on your skin when you just got out of the chamber. But now you just apply it overnight, sleep with it, you wake up with this much more refreshed, tighter, plumper, more youthful looking skin. It's really, really unique. And yeah, so Hyperbaric mask, highly recommend to everyone who is looking to gain like a facial lifting effect, gain much more radiance. It's amazing to take with you for travels. So air travel often dehydrates our skin, makes our skin look much more dull, much more tired. So you can apply it while you're on the flight. You will arrive to your destination, you won't look like you were on a flight. So highly, highly recommended. Okay, so let's go into enhancing your skin with professional treatment. So at Young Goose, we offer peels that go beyond exfoliation. One of them is longevity enzyme peel. So it's enzymatic, ideal for sensitive or inflamed skin. Again, this is only can be done with a professional. So you can find a provider in your area. Right now, we're in most longevity clinics, estheticians that are biohackers as well or into skin longevity. If you're listening to this podcast, you can leave a comment with your area, and then we can tell you, I'll reach out to you and tell you where to find a provider near you. Another peptide peel we have is copper peptide peel phase 1, which is partially buffered glycolic acid plus peptides. It's good for more skin tones. And then we have a more intense one, which is phase 2, that's unbuffered glycolic plus GHK-Cu. It's ideal for those ready for a deeper reset. So as I was mentioning, glycolic acid is a great ingredient. However, you really need to know what you do with it. And that's why all of these products are professional, like done with professionals only. We provide very thorough training to professionals using our in-office treatments. Let's see. And I think I wanted to wrap up this episode by answering some of the listener questions. And one of them, which is a very common question we get, is can NAD+ precursors be overused? And so my answer is they're genuinely well tolerated. You need to use this directed and think of them like cellular fuel your skin uses when it needs and what it needs. So I don't think it can be overused. And we're talking about topical NAD+ precursors, but I think the same about supplementation as well. Then, which I highly support, like NAD+ supplementation. Precursors, you should always take precursors with the oral or IVs. I think it's really, really great for your body. Okay, another question that we get often is, when should I expect results from Young Goose skincare, obviously? And so I will say that most users see changes in 4 weeks, but mitochondrial and barrier level repair builds over 12 weeks. So within 4 weeks, which is a month, you can usually tell that your skin loves and responds well to the products. And everybody's skin is different. So it could be that your skin might not. I'm not saying it's 100% guaranteed your skin will love our products. Most times, yes, but we're still all bio-individual, and it should be taken into account. However, the skin cycle is about 30 days. So within 4 weeks, you can just, as I said, mostly see that your skin loves the product. The profound results happen over the course of, a couple of cell cycles. So you see more results within 3 months and beyond. Next question, and the final question for today. It's what's the best protocol for post-procedure skin? So we get this question a lot, and it's usually people also can ask about if they did the CO2 laser, or they did other laser treatments, or they did microneedling. So what should they be using right after? And that would be our adaptogenic cleanser. As I mentioned, it's very, very gentle cleanser, so you could use it right on post-procedure skin. Biobarrier, very soothing. And remember, this type of treatments, they can disrupt skin barrier, right? Being it laser, microneedling. So biobarrier will help fill out those gaps and, make sure that your skin barrier is intact, which is the foundation of your skin health. And then not immediately, but within a couple of days from the laser treatments or microneedling, you could be using our Hyperbaric mask, which will also really help cut the downtime for your skin recovery. But for some people, Hyperbaric mask right away might feel a little tingling. So you just have to see how your skin reacts. And then I would say also BioShield. You can use it right away, and you should, if you have any kind of post-procedure, always make sure that you protect your skin from the sun. Okay, well, this was my very first solo episode. I have gotten a lot of encouragement from you, our dear listeners, and from a lot of you stop by our booths at the different conferences and tell me how much you want me to record more. So I really, really appreciate it. I'm also open to any feedback. So any feedback that you have about this, my very first solo appearance, please, the best way is to comment it right here on the platform. Because actually every comment help us, help the podcast to succeed and reach more audiences. But you also can send a DM on Instagram. I still read those. So there are multiple ways to get in touch with me. And my very final tip to wrap up this episode will be that I recommend choosing skincare the way you choose supplements. So by mechanism, not just marketing. Support your skin's longevity like you do for your brain or your muscles. Thank you for listening. And remember, longevity isn't just about lifespan, it's about health span, and your skin is a daily reflection of that. Thank you, and bye for now.